Sorry, guys. Where did my... Sorry, I was looking for where my tissues went, but I guess I have plenty up here. Sorry. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. This isn't my normal night. Not going to be a normal evening. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Sorry, I need my chapstick. My lips are really dry. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello? Anybody gonna talk to me tonight? Hello, hello? So I'm just gonna let a few more people hop on and then I'm gonna get started. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee and I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Hello, hello. I'm not sure who sent the likes. I appreciate that though. It's not giving me that, or I missed it. So tonight's going to be a little different than normal. I do have a topic, but it's going to relate to my life. I'm the guinea pig here, if you're new here. Thanks, but no thanks right now. Tonight's not a good night to be a co-host. Trust me, you don't want to be here. On with me, that is. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Raftar, thank you for the badge. Julie, thank you for the badge. How am I doing? Let's just put it this way. I'm doing better than I have been all day. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. You're going to find out. You're from Franklin, Ohio. Terry, welcome. Glad to have you here. I am from South Dakota. I am 50. Okay, guys. Well, I'm already running late, so I'm going to get started. We kind of have a sensitive topic to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about myself a little bit, and how my day went. You'll kind of understand here. In a minute. Okay. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee and I'm from South Dakota. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So, basically I started my TikTok journey a year ago in March. The reason I started my journey is for TikTok purposes. My husband chose to unalive himself on September 14th of 2023. And that's going to play into what I have to talk about tonight. I only have 2 rules here. I just ask that you always be kind and we don't talk about any politics. It's just not at all what my page is about. When my husband passed, I discovered that I have abilities to talk to my guides. And they slowly breadcrumb me to my purpose, which is to be here with all of you lovely people. And to help others deal with loss and trauma. And so I'm the guinea pig a lot of the times. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll see that I put my whole life out there to hopefully help others. So tonight's not going to be any different. It's going to be a little more sensitive. So if you don't like sensitive content, please don't. Renee, thank you. That's my name. If you missed it, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. I apologize. I'm a little more scatterbrained tonight. I've worked 18 days straight. And so that's also going to play a role in what I'm going to talk about tonight. So I always say I am on my journey of life where I am and you are where you are, and none of us are ever going to agree on everything. And so I just ask that if you can't agree to disagree, to hop off and keep scrolling. My page is for people to talk about loss or trauma, or if they're just having a bad day and they need a community. That's what my community was set up for. And so I'm going to kind of talk about my morning and kind of what happened, I guess. Thursday nights are not normally my normal nights to get on. I apologize to my regulars that I haven't been on the last couple nights. I've just been exhausted with working so many days in a row. Patty Cake, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And so I apologize. I'm all over the place tonight. But so normally my guides give me a topic when I go live. Tonight's no different. Bruce, hi. Thank you for the badge. Where are you from? My name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. If you're not familiar, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the badges. I appreciate that. So if you missed the very beginning, I have to be very careful how I state this. So my husband unalived himself. We were together for 32 years. And basically the day that he did that, my entire world of 32 years imploded. Nothing in my life looks like it did before that day. And I'm going to try and hold it together tonight. I'm not sure. Okay, MD. Okay. I'm going to do my best. So like I said, my life is out there for the world to, if you watched any of my videos. So hopefully I can help others, right? That's my whole goal. So if you're not familiar with my page, I talk about a lot about walking through the storm. And when you're healing from loss or trauma, that you have to walk through the storm in order to heal, right? Thanks, Julie. Thank you for the badge too. So this morning I was running behind. Like I said, if you missed it, I was going to start in 18 days. Yesterday was 17 days straight that I worked. I don't normally work that long, kind of a long story. And so this morning I just didn't want to get up. I was really tired. My body was tired. And so I slept a few more minutes. And so then I was running behind to go to work, which y'all know what it's like, right? When you're running behind and you're in a hurry. And so that's when everything tends to go wrong, right? So this morning I got up, I was running behind already, and I did my normal routine that I normally do. I get up, I put my makeup on, do all that, wash my face, all that good stuff, right? Got dressed. I go to the kitchen to discover that my dog had gotten into the trash while I was sleeping. If you're not familiar, my youngest daughter and her son lives with me. And so my dog had proceeded to get into the trash while I was sleeping. And then you hit every red light. Yep, that's exactly what happened this morning. And had gotten a dirty diaper out of the trash and had proceeded to chew it up all over my entire kitchen floor. So I was already like 10, almost 15 minutes running late, right? So that didn't leave me a lot of time to clean it up. I still had to take him out, feed my cats, do the normal routine that I normally do. Pack myself a snack because I do 2 jobs. So I do a morning job and then I go to an afternoon job. So I try to have a snack because I'm not home until later in the afternoon. And so my dog proceeded to chew up a nasty diaper all over my kitchen. And of course, I was already running late, and so that sent me into a meltdown. I need to elaborate a little bit. So since my husband's passed, I have struggled. I've struggled financially. I've struggled mentally. I'm doing the best that I can. Being on here has helped me tremendously. And I've shared a lot of the ways that's helped me. And that's why I'm here, is to share some of the ways that has helped me deal with my loss and my storm. So others who are walking through the storm or not sure how to walk through the storm know how to do that, right? So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. My name is Renee, and I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. I'm so sorry I lost my father, and this app has helped me immensely. I am so glad. I am so glad. My goal here is that if I can help one person, then it's all worth it, right? Carrie from New York City, welcome. Starlight from New York, welcome. Julie, thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. So I'm just trying to hold it together tonight. Okay, so my dog started my morning right, which sent me into a major meltdown because I'm extremely tired because I had worked 17 days straight. I was having some issues in life that I'm not going to discuss, but just know that I've been struggling with some things going on in life, and so that sent me into a meltdown this morning, right? Which then brings in the emotions of, this has been very well known on my page. If you're new here, I've dealt with all the guilt of my husband leaving, but I have widely said that I'm still dealing with anger issues, right? So this morning sent me into the spiral of being angry with him again. Angry that he left me in this position, that he left me with 3 pets to take care of on my own. I'm not going to cry. And so the first thing I did this morning is I got very upset with my dog, right? Because he had chewed up the diaper, and even though it really wasn't that what he did, it was, it just brought out the anger that I was still angry with my husband. I know it's cleansing. I know. Andrea, thank you for the badge. Julie, thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. And so, like I said, it just sent me into a spiral, which then, just added to how my morning went, right? I proceeded then to let him know that he took the easy way out, right? I'm stuck here dealing with all of this, the real world, right? The pets, the bills, the real world. Well, as I say, he took the easy way out, which I know is not, but just bear with me for a second, okay? So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. My name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Tonight we're talking about walking through the storm. If you're not familiar with that term, that's what I say when you're dealing with emotions of any kind from loss or trauma. And so that's why my guides are like, this isn't my normal night to get on. They wanted me to hop on and talk about that because I wanted to talk about my anger, right? And some days I'm dealing with it. Some days I'm not, right? Whether it makes sense or not that I'm angry with him, Darlene, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Starlight, thank you for the follow. And I apologize, I'm not keeping up with the chat tonight. When I started this channel, when my guide said you're going to get online and you're going to talk about your life, I swore that I was going to be authentic. Completely authentic. You're going to get the real raw me, right? Some days, dirty hair, don't care. Some days makeup, some days no makeup. It is what it is, right? And that's why I'm here, because I'm here to help people. And so what she wanted me to talk about tonight was, okay, so I was in a spiral this morning. I'm angry with him. And I'm angry that he took the easy way out, right? Like I said, whether it makes sense or not, it's how I feel, right? And so when we're going through emotions, it's important to validate how you feel, whether it makes sense to anyone else, right? Or somebody else might say that, how you feel is silly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's okay to feel how you feel. And it's okay to validate those feelings, whether it makes sense or not. Okay? That's what I'm here to say. There's no time frame for grieving. The other day I had gotten a message saying that I needed to get over it, right? That my husband's passed and I needed to get over it. And that's fine. That's, how somebody feels. And they are allowed to have those feelings. I lost a daughter almost 31 years ago and I've still never gotten over it, right? You learn to deal. You learn how to deal with that. But you never get over a loss, I don't think, completely. Their opinion, exactly. And they have every right to that opinion. But what I've said many times is you have to feel it to heal it, right? So as much as I don't like to be angry with him, because I know why he left, I know he had to leave. I know all of these things now, right? Sorry, my throat chakra here. But it doesn't make my feelings invalid because I know why. Because I know why he left. I know he had to leave. I know that his time on this earth was over. I know that. And that we were only to have a chapter, or as I say, a book together, right? But that doesn't invalidate my feelings. And I know I've said that a couple times, but that's the biggest point I want to hit home tonight, is that whether it makes sense or not, it doesn't make your feelings any less valid. Okay? And it's still okay to be angry. Yes, it is. And so as my day progressed, my day didn't get much better, right? I just normally I get on here and I say make it a great day because it's a choice, and it really is a choice. It is a choice, and I could have chose to try to make my day better, and I tried. But at the same time, I was having moments through my day, and I've said that it's okay to have moments, right? We just don't unpack and live there. Pronouns. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have pronouns here. I'm Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Your name is John, I'm assuming. Where are you from? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. And so at one point and one moment that I was having today, for those of you that don't know, I'm also a medium, and I talk to those on the other side, and I can hear those on the other side. And so Daryl actually talks to me frequently and tries to ease my mind. This morning was no different. I was actually so angry with him this morning that I actually said to him, just leave me alone. Don't talk to me anymore, right? Now, yes, I know I'm talking to a spirit, right? But they're always with us. They're always with you. And that's how angry I was with him this morning. And there again, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's how I felt at that moment. And I had a right to feel that. I've let it be known that I'm angry because not only did he take his life, I gotta be careful what I say, unalive himself that day, he stole my life. He stole my life with his. And I didn't have any say in it. I did not have any say. So, like I said, I just wanted to get on because my guide's like, you have to get on and share your story. Because if it helps somebody out there understand that it's okay to have moments, it's okay to feel how you feel, even as crazy or stupid as somebody might say it is, or wrong, it's never wrong. You're not wrong to have your feelings. Thank you. Thank you. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share tonight. Like I said, I don't normally get on Thursday nights. But as usual, I'm the guinea pig, because that's what my page is about. It's about getting on here and being raw and real. So other people know that it's okay to go through these things. It's okay. It's okay to not always be okay. Like today, I was not okay. And that was okay. I didn't unpack and live there all day. I just had moments through my day, right? And I stress that all the time. Just don't unpack and live there. And know yourself well enough to know that when you're not okay and you can't pull yourself out, then you do need to get some help. And that's what I wanted to share tonight. So, I'm just going to give my little plug real quick. If you're not familiar, I do have a YouTube channel. It is under Scorpio Medium. Like I said, I'm also a medium. So if you're interested in channeling somebody from the other side, you can check out my bio here or my bio over there, and you'll find my email, and you can email me if you'd like to set one of those up. I'm going to start changing my schedule. I'm not sure what it is right now, what it's going to be. My friend and I are going to start a podcast on my YouTube, which is Scorpio Medium, by the way. If I didn't say that, because I apologize, I've worked 18 days straight, so I'm a little tired. But we're going to start that, and we're not sure what night. I'm thinking either Sunday or Thursday. So right now, starting next week, because I have a lot going on, I am going to change my schedule. So I will be going live on here from Monday through Wednesday between 7 and 8 o'clock Mountain Time. You'll see all of my reels that I have here over on my YouTube channel. The only difference is if you miss a live and you'd like to catch it, I upload those over there, usually by the next day. So you can catch my lives over there. I know, Julie, I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I'm just trying to think if there's anything. I didn't make a lot of notes for myself tonight if I missed anything. So starting next week, I will start going live Monday through Wednesday only. And then I will let you know what day, whether it be Sunday or Thursday, because my friend she just started a new job. So we have to get her scheduled to figure out when we're going to do our podcast. So I will go down to 3 days a week, but you'll still find my reels here every day. I try to put out at least 2 reels every day, sometimes up to 5 or 6 reels, just depending on what my guide gives me. I actually have a reel to put out for tonight that I haven't got my message yet. Oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Thank you for the heart. So I do have a message I have to decipher, I guess you could say, and that will get put out tonight. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the hearts, all the kind words. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you all so very much. Like I said, my community is your community, and I appreciate you all so very much. And I'm going to say until we meet again, and I'll see you all next Monday.